And then what did he do to the baby gnome?
Not for public consumption.
Jerome, that is terrible. Oh man,
how are you going to save the funds for college for that albino gnome?
Way to go, Jerome.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, it would be Jerome. It would be Jerome.
well, hey, look, guys, we're somewhere else. We got teleported to a different place in time. Well, yeah, 42 minutes. I guess another place in time into the future. And so, anyways, welcome, and thank you for jumping ship and following us over here. And thank you so much to the channel for allowing us to stream our finale, kind of like going from NBC to ABC. For one show. But we really appreciate you allowing us here. Hi, Kevin Hitt here, your DM for Basilica of the Cudgel, in this ultimate finale episode where our heroes looks like they're in a little bit of trouble. But before we get to them in-game, why don't we go ahead and introduce them? And as per usual, now that we're here, it's always by their in-game name. Birdsong, why don't you introduce yourself and let us know who you are and what's going on?
Oh, hi, I'm Kat. I'm Matt Cleric of Cord playing Birdsong Periwinkle, the halfling paladin Oath of Ancients, who is about to get righteous. Let's put it that way.
Little Samuel Jackson action. I like it.
You killed 22 something.
Yes.
I like it. And next to Birdsong, imagine, if you will, a very large dragonborn female fighter with a very large sword. Not here today, but I have a feeling Arna may be the difference in some things that may be happening. But so we will be playing Arna unless Philippheus shows up at some point. But until then, we will, as and the new term I heard, I never heard this, we will Jaeger her. And I thought that was just a drink, but I guess it's Pacific Rim all over again. So we will Jaeger Arna, and it's not the drink.
I'll be
yes, Frederick.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm Kevin. I'm playing Frederick Melodius, the dwarf bard of the heavy hitters, and I'm in a bit of a bind. Got my wizard friend, if we want to call him that. He's just currently grappled by 5 people. A lot of options to get him out. It might kill him. Who knows what happens? But you gotta want to find out what we're gonna do.
Oh, yes. And you know what? I feel like every week, Debauchery comes in just to give us a freeze frame. I mean, every single week, she shows up, says, this one looks good. And it's so... And there she is. That is Kerjava, an elf druid. And for the life of me, I think you're going to see that picture the whole day. We should probably get every picture she's ever done and just kind of do a little Twitter scrapbook of it.
Yeah.
Because there've been some really good ones. And, well, the man, the myth, the legend, the people, the guy people love to hate sometimes. It's your getting in trouble with.
I think it's more we hate to love him at this point, but
it could be. But
let's be honest.
And hate to love him. That's what I'm
here
feeling
is
right.
Jerome. How are you, Jerome?
Can I talk? Am I gagged at this point?
Fire away.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm playing Jerome, the everyone's resident problem child and human wizard, who is everyone's problem child, and did not get us into this situation at all.
Yes.
Possibly, maybe.
Nor any of the others. 16 things that has happened.
Yeah, that might... All right, 1 or 2 of them might have been my fault. But...
Well, let's ask Kaladin about that. Why don't we go ahead and ask Kaladin about Cal? Welcome. How many things has been Jerome's fault? Just
Hi, everybody.
give him a punch, Cal. Just right through the right
Don't
hand.
tempt me.
Give him
We've
a little
got
punch
time.
right through the screen.
We've got time. Hey, everybody. I'm Eugenio, sometimes known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master DM, Jazzy Hands. I'm playing Kaladin, the human cleric of Rao, who also is ready to get righteous with Birdie until he sees the wanted posters with the crew's names and pictures on them, at which point, of course, being a lawful good cleric of an order god will probably be less inclined to be righteous and more inclined to sort things out with proper authority.
Indeed.
I still have blindness and deafness as a spell, and a spell slot for it.
Are you gonna cast it on yourself?
And there are casters on the other side, so as long as he doesn't see you casting it, he'll just assume it was one of them.
There you go.
Oh my! All right. Well, why don't we take a moment and kind of take our audience to where we are now? Starting, and we'll kind of give a little bit of a synopsis coming from the beginning, but we'll go fast here. And what you're looking at right now, everybody, is the group called the Heavy Hitters. They're the 13th Regiment of the Shieldlands. And if you remember, the Shieldlands got into a great war with Ius, who a demigod that tried to take over Orth and the Flyness. Well, it was very costly in human terms and humanoid terms, with a lot of deaths that happened in that war. So the Shieldlands were needing people to police the area and keep bandits from robbing villagers and robbing pilgrims, almost like the Templar Knights of the 13th century, I guess. And so on their grand adventure, they found out that the deity Saint Cuthbert may be in a little bit of trouble, because the clerics of Cuthbert are not able to commune with their god as clearly as they once did. So our heroes found a goblin encampment. They fell down as the ground shook, but before that, we should tell you that Jerome teleported in the middle of about 25 goblins, and he just wanted to talk to the head guy. He didn't think about it. But
It was
before
following
he
Kaladin's example.
Yes, but before he could get skewered, his teammates ran from the brush. They all came to him, and the ground crumbled and fell all the way down into a cavern, which was actually used during the war to bring in supplies for the armies of Ius. And so our heroes found a tunnel that went all the way to the keep on the eastern side of the island, where they found ghosts of the Shieldlands army that had been traitors, sending in supplies and humanoids into this tunnel, into this little underground base. Well, Kaladin would have none of it. The usually serene and what you would say, paladin that would like to talk more than use his sword, decided this was one time he would rather use his sword than his words, and cut down these ghosts, these traitors, if you will. They survived that encounter, only to come out of the docks area where all the illegal goods would come from, to see a great battle taking place in the keep. Their commander, Camden, who trained them, who took them under his wing, who protected them even when they got into trouble and did dumb things, went, and you could tell he was on a rock fighting. His rock was shot down. And the last thing they ever saw of Kaladin was him trotting back into the fray, knowing that that would probably be the last time they ever see their mentor again. Well, as our heroes jumped into the fight themselves, they knew they had to get off the island, because they had a message from Kaladin to give to the priests in the temple of St. Cuthbert in Greyhawk. So they commandeered a boat, and as they were leaving, they saw the goblin infestation killing women, children, men, and all. But they had a mission. And so as they pushed off, they watched all the people from the keep jumping in the water to get away from these goblins, only to perish. With 3 crewmen left on the boat and our heroes, a fight ensued, because the crew that was left did not like leaving everybody there. They thought they should have done something different. And so Jerome squared off with one of the crewmen and ultimately killed him, I believe, with an ice dagger, only to be resurrected and told, you should probably do what you're told or we'll do this again. So then as they left and they went on the boat and they're ready to go to Greyhawk, they ended up in the little town of Elmshire, where Birdsong would be happy to be there at first with all of her people. It was all the halflings, but little did our heroes know there was people waiting for them. A cult of Asmodeus was there, and in this tavern, probably one of the hardest, most epic battles they've ever had, they almost all got killed. But they won the day. They took care of the town, only to find out that they are now all wanted for murder. They went downstream, they fought some lizard men, and now we've got our heroes are in a battle with an unknown assailant, with Jerome tied up on a bridge, face down, with 3 people on top of him, 2 watching. So that is where we are right now. So guys, let's take it from there. Frederick, I believe you are the one that can see Jerome being tackled and gagged and tied up. There's 5 of them. 3 on him, 2 others. And you see on the, there's a crocodile, I believe, and a boat near the net on the bottom of the bridge. And so that would be Arna, Cal, Birdsong. And then you are on the bridge top, I believe. What are we doing, heroes? That's what you see.
All right. Okay. So the nets are cut. That's me and Jerome already did that. So they're gonna be getting through, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, fuck it. I might just gamble it. Do I see anybody coming from my side of the bridge, like behind me? So
I'm glad that you asked, because yes, you do.
Okay.
There are a group of 5 people behind you as well, about 30 feet.
Okay. Behind me 30 feet. All right. All right.
What is that? Is that you, Tim?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's terrible.
So first things first, I'm just
Pretty sure he said leave me.
All right. So how far am I away from Jerome? Just so I can get.
Remember, Jerome's on the entire other side of the bridge, so I believe that's 120 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's beautiful. I want to cast. Fucking hell. I want to cast shit. I'll cast animate objects.
Neither of those are scare spells.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see, like, as of. Wait. Okay, it's an action. Yeah, I'm gonna choose 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna be choosing like their swords. So I think they're just gonna be tiny, I guess.
Okay.
Let's see. Objects you come to your life. Choose a 10 magical objects. Tiny. 8 objects. Okay, so it's 8 tiny swords are just coming out of these guys, like they're just coming unsheathed, and each target animates and becomes a creature you control and ends until. All right, so that's going to be 8 tiny swords. They have plus 8 to hit for 1d4 damage each. I'm just gonna try to kill the ones that are. I'm gonna try and cut Jerome free with I'd say like 2 or 3, whichever is enough to break him free.
Sure.
All right.
So you animate these swords, and you send them towards the group, correct? So you want some to cut Jerome out and some to attack?
Yeah, so it's 8 swords altogether. So
Okay.
however many I need, I'll spend like 2 to 3 to break him out, and then I'll use the rest to just try to kill at least the nearest guys towards him.
Okay, so you're gonna need a lot more because as soon as your swords go near Jerome, they all fall to the ground.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
They counterspelled that. They
They
counterspelled
all
it.
fell to the ground.
Oh.
Clank, clank, clank.
Oh, could I discern which of if somebody tried stopping them of those guys?
You
there?
go ahead and roll a d20 and make it Arcana, please.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll.
And anybody
IRL.
that's witnessed this may also roll a d20. Yes, you as well, Jerome.
All right,
for,
that's a 10 for me.
Okay. The bard doesn't understand exactly what happened.
That's a 10 for me as well.
Okay, so both of you guys don't understand exactly what happened. You know it's obviously magical in nature, but you don't know how it happened, why it happened. You just know it happened.
Okay. So that was my
And
spell.
that's your turn.
my action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I have movement. I'm going to go closer to Jerome and just
Oh,
have my
wow.
rapier.
All right. So you're
Swear
going
to
take your
God, I
30
always
foot
have to save you, you fucking idiots! Just running with my rapier, just charging over towards him.
All right, so you take off and you are you move your full movement across the bridge. People that are in the boat, you do notice that there is another group of 5 people at the river's edge.
Mm.
And they're not screaming, they're telling you, come here.
Nope.
So there's 15 total that you can see.
That's it? Come here? Absolutely not.
And I'm gonna say it. You guys see that this guy is totally calm, and he's a veteran. You could tell that this guy has either done something like this before. He knows what he's doing. He just literally pointing. He's just like, "Come here."
He's not identified himself.
Has
He's
not.
not wearing any type of uniform that we would
No.
recognize or with any insignia. We're
Nope.
not going there.
Yeah,
Only
no.
only green camouflage that does a
no.
very good job of blending in with the shrubs on the shore of the river.
Nah.
Birdsong just looks at him. She goes, "I'm sorry, we are on an urgent mission for St. Cuthbert, and we must get to the city of Greyhawk." And she's going to pick up an extra paddle and start paddling, helping the oarsmen.
Okay.
And the...
Yeah.
All
My
right.
guys as well.
So you guys are
Why don't you use your great
getting
sword
out
as a big old paddle.
So you guys are
Yeah, and I
getting after
cast I had cast enhance ability on a couple of people. I think the oarsmen or something to row
Yes, you
faster
did,
before
yeah.
too, so we're just
Yep.
motoring.
Yeah, so you guys are taking off, and so that'll bring us back to the top of the round here, and it's now time for the group of 5 behind you, Frederick. They are sprinting towards you, and they take their they have dash. And so you moved what, 30 feet, or do you have 50 feet of movement? I forget what you have. Was it 30?
It is. Oh shit! It's only 25, so they can
Yeah.
get right on me.
Yeah, no. So
It costs a dagger.
yeah,
Mhm.
these guys go. They sprint their 30. They use dash. They are on top of you. I mean, you've got 5 people with 2 with maces, 3 with swords,
Okay.
and stop. Come with us.
Oh, darling.
Surrender now.
There must be a big misunderstanding. You see, my wizard friend over there, we totally don't match. those posters you showed us. We just need to, like, if you could just let us go to our friends down by the riverside, that would be totally fine. It would be much appreciated.
You'll surrender or you'll get pummeled. You get to choose.
Well, I choose option C, and it's my turn now, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, bonus action, flip them all off, and I Misty Step towards Jerome.
What is
And I'm
Misty
gonna-
Step, by the way? Help me with that.
I will certainly pull it up.
Misty Step is what Jerome's been doing for most of this campaign.
Except for when he really wants to fuck us off, and then he dimension doors.
Wait,
And then benign transpositions.
Oh
I-
my
didn't
god.
oh God, I might not. I might
I am
not
basically
have.
Nightcrawler.
Wait, shit! Did I grab a Misty Step? Oh, you might be in trouble. I might be in trouble too. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Giant Ape. Polymorph for myself into a giant ape.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what. Yep.
Okay, so
On me.
Frederick is Frederick, so as you go to cast your spell, nothing happens.
Shit.
Birdie, why is Frederick waving his hands around like a damn fool over there?
Oh, go. Wait, what? Oh, shit.
And Frederick,
yeah.
roll a d20 Arcana check now.
Shit. D20 card check.
And
That's
now you
plus
get
3.
some bonuses from me.
Okay, that's a 12. I rolled a 9 plus 3.
So you'll get a +3 from me as well.
Mhm.
You feel it. You haven't ever felt it before. You've heard of it, but you feel like even your own anything magical appears to be mundane.
Well, I'll be damned. Shit. I guess. All right. How big of a fall is it? From where I am towards the water.
I believe I said it was 20, 25 feet.
Really fine.
Yeah. If I could still like get past them, or like just go under their legs and just go like under and like
Well, I
fall to the-
think how we would work that is obviously they would try to grab you if you tried to escape. It would be the same thing as an opportunity attack,
That's
but
totally
instead of an opportunity attack, they'll take an opportunity grapple.
Yeah, that's fine. I will roll acrobatics to try to avoid it. That is.
All right. So
yeah.
I'm only going to allow 2 of them to have a chance to stop you.
Okay.
So
All right. Roll well, baby.
We have-
Come on.
we have 2.
I
And
rolled
it's
a
gonna be-
natural. That's a
What'd you
natural
roll?
2. Natural 2
All
plus
right.
6, so an 8. So they have to net 1 or something to fail. Come on.
All right. So I'll roll it one at a. Oh wait, let's roll it one at a time so that you guys can
Okay.
see this. Whoop.
Okay.
Yep, not gonna happen, son.
Shit. Oh god.
So the dwarf looks around and as his spell kind of just, I mean, literally nothing happens. You see this like, oh shit, look, and he just dips. He tries to dip through the legs of these guys, and they simply fall on you. Like you try to go under, and the guy sits on you, and then the other guy piles onto your leg. So one guy's got your legs like this, the other guy is sitting on you, and I believe it's going to be the group in the boat's turn, and then it'll be my 5 guys' turn again. So Jerome, you're up on your feet now. You are up on your feet. They've pulled you up. You are bound. And Birdie, Cal, Oarsman, Crocodile, and Arna, you just see this guy with Jerome's scruff of the neck and the back of his shirt, and he's just going like this.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
So, magic doesn't work, yes?
correct.
See,
But how about abilities granted by your class?
I would not. I mean, as long as it's not magical in nature, I don't see why.
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Like, it's not a spell; it's just an action.
What is it?
Benign transposition. I can use an action to teleport to 30 feet away.
Teleport for me is even an innate magical ability is not does not work.
Right. Jerome, while he's tied up by the scruff of his neck and stuff, would like to try and kick the guy in the bollocks.
Jesus.
I mean, how about you? But a scratch. Go ahead, man.
Right. What do I roll for kicking in
God.
bollocks?
All right. So you're gonna try to kick a dude. I mean, just roll natural, roll it to hit, and I would see what their AC is.
It's an unarmed strike. If you don't have the tavern brawler feat, it's a D20 plus your strength, and then the damage is 1 plus your strength.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Oh my God.
that's gonna be a 13 to hit.
Not gonna hit this guy.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I go back to being gagged.
So you guys see Jerome trying to kick some dude, and he gets face planted in the grass.
Mm.
So now you've got 2 guys on top of you, Jerome. And now you guys also see 2 guys holding up a bard on the bridge, and he's in a chokehold, and there's 4 people on him. And they're like, and you see, and another guy is just saying, "Come here."
I'll kill him later, I swear, just get me out of here!
Tell your friends to come here, or we kill both of you.
Come on!
Well, good.
Please!
I look at Kaladin, and I'm like, that is a cleric of Rao. I am a paladin of the ancients. We are on emergent business for Commander Camden of the fort across the way. We are needed in the city of Greyhawk at the Temple of St. Cuthbert, who has, I might remind you, gone missing. I don't have time for this. Either release them or do not, but do not impede us, because millions will die.
So,
Ooh, Birdie know how to talk.
Lying. We've seen
As-
it ourselves.
so as you are talking, you now notice in front of you there are 10 more guys, 5 on each side of the river, and they raise up another net.
Who is in charge?
Come with us.
Who is in charge? By what authority do you command a paladin and a cleric of Rao on urgent business of St. Cuthbert?
The less you know, the better.
No, the more
Okay,
I know,
for
the less of
now.
you will die. The fewer of you will die, the more I know.
So
How far away are they? How far are we yelling here?
I mean, you guys are probably about 100 feet from each other, so not super far. But
Far enough.
now, good luck getting into the city. And they drop the net, and you guys are floating, and Frederick and Jerome disappear.
What?
Like,
What?
they grab you and they take you into the bush.
Oh.
They are dragging you.
Oh, okay.
So you two...
Look at
So
This is
you
hard.
you two are now, I will tell you, you two are now, you've been placed in a box in the back of a cart. You are bound, gagged, and tied. And the last thing you hear before the cart starts moving is, you talk, you probably die.
Are we in the same boat?
Moving. No. Two different, you see there's 5 carts. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carts, my bad.
Okay.
I never know how many players I have. It's fine.
I know, right?
Shit. Won't trust.
Is there anyone in the box with us?
No.
It's just us in the box.
You're fairly certain that each person in your party was supposed to be in one of these boxes.
Right. Can I try and sleight of hand my hands out of the restraints?
I mean, you can. It's going to be extreme DC difficulty. Just remember that you're in a locked box with iron bands and the lock's on the outside of it.
All right.
But go ahead and see if you can get out of here. Go ahead and roll.
Yes! Sorry. That would be a natural 20 plus 4, 24.
Good lord.
Yeah, no, you can slip it. So you slip the bonds, and now you're, yeah. So you can untie that and your feet, if you'd like. And but remember, you're in the box is roughly 6 feet long by 2 feet high. You're really in tight quarters, but you free yourself.
I want to try and press the digitate something like a tiny spark of flame inside this box.
Nothing happens.
Shit. Right. Okay.
Well, he's trying to get out that way. I'm gonna try to see. What do I have that could work? I want to see if I could mage hand like the grapple off just while I'm tied. And is the box even smaller for me? It's like even
fizzily
like 3
pop,
feet.
my friend. No mage hand.
Shit! No. Well, I could.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. And when it was, I figured we'd deal with it later, but now I sort of a little bit feel somewhat more responsible, despite the fact that I've been trying to tell Frederick for days now what's what.
I'm just like sitting there.
Getting into the city.
That's what I'm worried about too, and we need to get into the city one way or another.
Yeah, while I'm just like sitting there just trying spells and not working, I'm just sitting there thinking, I really hope Jerome gets me out of this so I can kill him afterwards.
At the same time, Jerome's in his box going, I really hope that Frederick can get me out of this, because I'm fucked.
Do we continue on? Do we leave, try to take the road?
I mean, I'm not sure how comfortable I am sending these oarsmen any deeper into whatever this is. They're not a part of this, and I'm not confident that we can continue protecting them the way that we have. So I'm inclined to leave the boats at this point, but whether or not we should try and head in with these folks, I mean, let's be honest, we could probably take them, but there's a lot more of them than there are us.
So what do you say let's go down a little further, ditch the boat, or send the boats back, and we'll continue on foot.
I think that's probably the wisest choice.
And just so you guys know, you are about 50 minutes away from the city of Greyhawk right now, river-wise.
Good.
50 minutes by river.
Correct. Which turns into about an hour 30 on the road.
Sure. And can we see where these folks are taking, where these carts, these carriages, whatever, are going? Can we see them from the river where we are?
You heard them for just a little while, but it sounded like they kind of faded off sideways. You know what I'm saying?
So not going towards Greyhawk.
No, they're going towards Greyhawk, but they're
okay,
just
great.
wider than the river. So they've gone to where, like a road off the river that's not close to you. Yeah.
But they do seem to be heading towards Greyhawk.
Absolutely, yep.
Well, suppose we could get a little head start on them down the river and then keep a safe distance, but keep an eye on them as we go.
I say we just follow the river into the city till we can see what's going on. We know
you
where
guys do know they're on separate sides, so there's probably, from the numbers that you can remember, there's 10 dudes on this side,
right,
and 5 dudes on this side.
Right.
Now you don't know if there's 15 now on one side because you know the river.
Do we know
this
if
bridge. But
did all of them go with Jerome and Frederick and the carts, or did some of them stay behind?
see that's what you don't know. You don't know
I'd like to do a
if.
perception check to see if I can spot them on the riverbanks if they're tracking
please.
us.
There you go. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
Cal, please roll too.
My perception's.
16.
Oh, my perception's great. Let's do that.
That's
You're
another
nice.
24, 29.
All right, I was gonna say you can
Nice.
roll for Arna and Java as well if you needed to, but Cal, you do notice there are rustlings of the brush, and at a jogging pace, it looks like there is still more than one person on the right side, which is the north side of the bank, that seems to be a singular wind following you around.
All right. Well,
I can take care of this
Yeah,
non-violently.
yeah, we can get by that for sure.
Okay. So once Kaladin points that out, she's just going to look over and cast plant growth
Yeah.
for 100 feet along the riverbank. And for the next 100 feet, it will cost him 4 feet of movement to move 1 foot.
I
For
understand.
100 feet strip. So yeah, she's just made it extremely difficult for him to get there, and we are just moving down the river.
Okay, so you do cast a spell, but you do notice that there is a spot in the middle of your range that nothing happened. So your 100 feet is there, and I'm going to assume, you put it in front and back, just like kind of surround them with it. But there is a spot where nothing happened.
Once I knew where he was, it's 100 feet in front of him.
Okay,
It just
okay, how wide
so
is
he's
it,
going
Bernie?
to. Let me pull up the spell. Hold on, just a moment.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. All normal. Okay, so it's all normal plants within a 100-foot radius. My apologies. Centered
Okay,
on that
that's
point,
right.
become thick and overgrown.
Where would you like to center it, Birdsong?
I would like to center it 50 feet in front of him. So if it's it's a 100-foot radius. Yeah, I
Dead
want
middle.
I want as much of it in front of him as possible.
Okay, so I'm imagining if you took a circle like this, and I'm right here, you just push the circle, and he would be at the very edge of it, and so everything in front of him, you grew out.
Correct.
Fair. Okay, no, that sounds good. And quite honestly, the whole bank, it's right around 100 feet, so everything in front of them gets, but where they or whatever it were, that small part of your circle, nothing happened there.
That's fine. He's still got to move into that dense growth area.
You see the movement, Cal, Birdsong. You see the movement track now up the bank. So these guys are tracking up now, and you lose sight of them.
It's still gonna. They're gonna have to detour around it, and we've slowed them
absolutely.
down.
Yeah, no, for
And
sure.
that was
You
the point, was
absolutely
to slow them down.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
That was the point. Yep. All right, and we continue on.
We continue as far as we can.
Yep.
All right. So, and Jerome and Frederick, just so you know, your box, there is no light shining through any seam in this box. but you know it's not airtight either, okay? So it's not like you're going to die from suffocation, but there's no light. Like, this is a tightly wound built box, almost like a coffin.
Huh. Is there any type of hole that, by
No.
some slim chance? Nope.
No, and unfortunately, the reality here is, what you understand is that everything is mundane for a certain radius. So none of the things on you radiate magic at all. Nothing.
Right, you.
All right. I want to try. I do have thieves' tools. Oh,
Yeah, there's no hinge. There's no hinge or lock that's available to you. All the hinges and locks are on the outside.
could I try kicking it? At least trying to kick it from kick the door, try to wiggle the box enough so I can try to fall out the cart.
I mean, I'm sure that, he said don't talk or you might die, but I mean, if you want to kick something with that warning, feel free.
That'll go well with these two.
Yeah, I want to see if I can make enough force of just moving back and forth in the boxes to try to get to fall off the cart.
All right, so you are trying to move the box back and forth, right?
Yeah.
And you hear this voice. Settle down, dwarf, or you will die.
Well, I'm not exactly looking forward to... I have no idea what exactly I'm in for, so death might be a little preferable. So don't mind me if I'm trying to avoid that shit.
In the middle of your talk, you flinch as this, a club hits the box with the resounding boom inside of it. This guy just thumps the box, and it's loud. He cuts you off.
Jerome is going to get a book out.
Jerome,
Because he has dark vision.
You are stuck, dude. You're I guess you could get a, but you hear, we're not getting enough money for this.
I'm just going to get a book out and go, you and me both, buddy. I'll start reading the book in the dark.
And all right, so these two are still traveling, but let's go to the river now, and let's go to the four heroes that are in the river. You guys are now very close to Greyhawk, where you can see the walls. You do see that there are patrol boats on the river.
Time to get out.
I think it's best we go on foot from this point out. Don't want this ship getting caught up with any of that.
So we'll pull over to the opposite bank from the one that we were being tracked from.
Yep. All right, so you go to the opposite side of the bank. So you row the boat, you kind of stash it in, an area you
We
think
send
is,
them back. We
Yeah,
send
no,
them
they
back.
gotta get out of here. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
we send them
So
back
the oarsmen, they give you a knowing nod of thanks for the spells that you had cast on them during this fight, because they knew they were toast. And they did. You can tell. And so they thank you, and they say they will remember your kindness and your actions. And they go ahead and they take the boat. And like a bat out of hell, dude. These guys are gone, man. They're just,
Yeah, I don't blame
let's
them.
get the F out of here. So they are booking it. And so you guys are on the side of the river. And what are you going to do from here? Greyhawk is about, I would say, 5 miles away from you now.
Probably about as stealthily as we can. We make our way there.
Yeah. Yeah, balancing stealth and speed at this point. But yeah.
All right.
Yep. I imagine Kirjava has dropped her croc form.
Okay.
Alex, if I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
And I will be. Arna will stealth along. I will ever appear
Okay.
low for her.
All right.
Yep.
So as you guys are stealthily rolling along, and Frederick, Jerome, you guys are in the back of this cart. Birdsong and Cal, you guys hear the sound of thunderous hoofbeats. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. And it sounds like a cavalry charge almost. And you hear it getting louder and louder.
Well, 18 stealth for Birdie.
Okay.
Oh.
That's going to be a 12 stealth for Arna.
All right. I'm going to roll.
17.
Okay.
17 for Kirjava.
Copy. All right.
And 19 for Cal.
Okay. I am going to roll perception for the mounted peoples.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Imagine
So you see that-
they'll freeze and just hide. We're
So
still
you guys see the
hiding.
18 and the 19, correct?
Yeah.
18,
guys
19,
see
and
the-
12 because Arna's there is
And-
hiding as well.
Okay. Yeah. So
And
they have a
17
20
for-
and a 19. They have a 20 and a 19 perception. And so imagine, if you will, the riverbank. It's got a lot of just brush and shrubs and plant growth, all the way down to the the river's edge. But you guys know that up there, it turned into a little bit of sand, a little bit of some gravel, things like that. So that there is a top, a grassland, things like that. And you hear these horses come to a stop by order of Bishop Iratu Khan Ispriel. You are all under arrest. Come with us now, or we will run you through.
Do I know that?
Do I
name?
reckon? That's exactly what I was about to ask.
Go ahead and roll a d20, and I will tell you if you do. And you guys I will give you each a +2 plus your bonuses because of your class.
I was going to say, do you want us to roll history or religion?
Religion, please.
Religion? Okay.
That's a 7.
Here we go. It's a 10. Oh, Cal, that's your thing, dude.
Yeah.
He's very concerned with Rao and Cuthbert, and apparently that's it.
Yeah, that's it. No, you don't recognize the name off the top of your head. But
Well, that's unfortunate for them.
I will say this, though. You do see 5 mounted, what appear to be knights, with white tunics and a starburst symbol of Cuthbert on their chest.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
Well, do they seem to be genuine servants of Saint Cuthbert?
They don't. I mean, it's not. Yeah, these, all intents and purposes, and your senses say these guys are from the temple.
Oh. What was the name of the person that we were supposed to deliver this message to?
The Bishop Archon.
Right. Well, then let's go with
right.
that.
Right? Yep. Bishop Archon, was that right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
That name is familiar to me anyway. I don't have my notebook right here with me. I can run it.
No, you know what? Archon, I'm sorry. It's
No,
familiar
Archon
to
was
you.
the guy from
yeah.
the
Robbie's
halfling.
dad.
We
That's
were
right,
just told
that's right.
to go to the temple and then
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
and say the phrase.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So no, you didn't get a name. He just said
Okay,
go to the
but-
temple.
but you're saying that we believe that these are servants of Cuthbert.
insight check
Everything.
them?
I could insight. Yeah, I could roll an insight if you like.
Go ahead.
All right.
I mean, if you roll a 1, then you're gonna kind of be weary. But
14.
30-20.
yeah, no, you guys are
Okay.
just it's an aura, it's a feel. It's like you guys know
Totally.
what they.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. They're
Yeah,
legit.
absolutely. So seeing that, and he said we're under arrest.
Yes,
Oh, dear.
by order of the bishop.
Did he tell us for what? Did he give us a charge?
No.
Okay, good. That's probably for the best. So Cal will say, brothers, I am so sorry. Were you with the ones? It has been a long journey. Of course, we will go with you. I don't know what the charges are against us, but it is a terrible misunderstanding. We come bearing a dire message for you and yours and your bishop. So, of course, we will accompany you to the basilica. What kind of structure does Cuthbert have in Greyhawk? Is it a basilica or a cathedral
It's
or
a temple.
something?
Yeah.
A temple.
Yeah.
We will accompany you to the temple.
So, do you all come out?
Yeah. Birdie
I
will
wouldn't have
follow
expected them
Kaladin's lead.
necessarily to, because I know that some of them can be, whatever. So I wouldn't have indicated that they were there. I just would have come out. If they want to come out, they're welcome to.
Birdie
Come
would have
out.
followed Kaladin's lead.
Come out
So she would have slung
unarmed.
her shield.
Okay.
Anna's just hesitating a little bit, but she's just following behind Birdie's lead.
Okay.
Shield slung, flail at the waist, hands empty.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
for each person that comes out of the brush, one of the knights dismounts, and they walk up to you, and the words that you hear is our apologies, but they tie you up anyways. So they tie your hands and they gag you,
Oh,
and they are having you walk. They are having you walk behind the horses.
Birdie's praying at this point,
yeah. So's
trying
Cal.
to get
He's
some
annoyed,
type
but whatever.
of insight.
We'll sort it out.
Cal,
Mm.
roll a d20 for me. Just roll a
boy.
d20.
Just a flat D20.
Yeah. A 1? What do you get?
Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
Did you
No,
really-
wow.
Rah. Rah.
You're all
Birdie.
terrible. All
Birdie,
of you.
roll a d20. Wow, Rao.
10.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, so
Something.
nothing happens. But you guys are walking along, and now you all reach. You don't know it, but you all reach the gate of Greyhawk at the same time. And for the 4 that came out of the brush that aren't in boxes, by order of the bishop, we have arrested the 4 murderers of Elmshire.
Oh, that'll get my attention.
They are to come
Go
with
on.
us. They are to come with us, and we shall send them to the Inquisitor. And the guards, and you guys are seeing all this. So you see the guards, they look you over. One of them kind of spits on the ground. Come forward. Frederick and Jerome, you actually hear this.
Oh?
You hear that Arna, Kurjava, and Birdie and Kaladin are actually walking on their feet behind horses, being described as the murderers of Elmshire.
All right.
And so they're moving through, but Cal, you see the flyer up on the gates, on the side wall. Your pictures are there. There's no getting around it.
I mean, obviously, we are not guilty. There were extenuating circumstances, so we will just deal with it when we get to the Inquisitor.
Then you hear 2 of them are dead. We've got them in the box. We're going to bury them, but first we're taking them to the church.
Whoa!
Kill!
Whoa!
Whoa!
At this point, I look at Kaladin, and there's just a look in her eye that says, "Go with it."
At this point, I trust her, so yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
I'm too young to die. I'm just a lonely performer. I was not meant for this. Kill the fisherman. He's an asshole.
You guys are hearing a thump on
in
the
his
box
box right
again.
now, reading his book, going, "This is why I don't deal with gods." Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Reading his book.
Oh!
Yeah.
Summoner.
No, he prefers to deal with demon lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
At least they're
All right.
honest.
So, Cal, Bertie, you recognize the men in green as those from the riverbank.
Mm-hmm.
And they look at you and they just kind of shake their head. And one of them dismounts and gives his horse to a stable boy. And he walks over to you, Kaladin. And this could have just been done a lot easier, and you wouldn't have been able to show your face had you just come with us.
You saying that to
And
me?
he kind of, yes. And he's still walking with
Maybe
you.
if you had... Oh, I'm gagged. I can't say anything.
No, he pulls your gag down.
Okay. Well, maybe if you had told me who in the hells you were...
The less you knew, the better. Couldn't have you be speaking the words of the church, knowing what's going on and spooking people, could we? I don't know you. I don't know what you would have done. But know this. You're not in trouble. We have brought you to the city to speak to the bishop. So speak no more of it. And he pulls your gag back up.
Bertie's look promises that somebody's kneecaps are going to get broken when they are.
And
Let her
Bertie,
go.
you heard.
Look promises that he might accidentally be in the other room when it happens.
So ultimately, the prisoners end up in the foyer of the sacred temple of Cuthbert in the free city of Greyhawk. And so I'm going to go ahead and just, like old school pencil and paper, I'm going to read to you the description of this temple. Located in one of the wealthiest quarters of the free city, this is the busiest temple in Greyhawk. Cuthbert boasts more followers than any other deity worshipped in this area. This is surely due to the proactive recruiting of the bishop who proudly administers the sacred temple. Shrewd managing and her politics and resources in the free city, as well as her dedicated leadership, has resulted in a truly unified presence for a large number of faithful priests residing in the temple. Her assistants handle most other tasks which her reasonable holiness cannot address herself. Her reasonable holiness. This administration's work is evident as the sacred temple is orderly, endowed, and beautiful. Taking its cue from the cathedral in Mitric, the temple is built of white marble and topped by a roof of polished copper. And that's what you see. So as you gather around, 2 boxes are dropped by the men in green in the middle of the foyer. You guys are standing amongst these boxes. I mean, it just looks like you guys are an absolute mess. You're dirty. You're disheveled. I mean, your clothes are messed up. I mean, you look like ragamuffins right now. But then the knights leave. The men in green peel off, not exiting the temple, but inside the temple. And you are all alone bound and gagged in the middle of the foyer.
Are me and Jerome still bound and gagged, or we're just stuck in the boxes?
You are a wizard in a box and a dwarf bard in a box.
Bard in a box. Yeah, now somebody's got to make that a dude. Somebody's got to make that enemy now. Bard.
Yep.
It's my bard in
I
a
got a bard in a box.
I'm just thinking if you turn the crank, does Jerome pop up and you get a Jerome in the box?
He might, actually.
Jerome.
So,
yeah.
the
second we're like, the second
It is-
like I know we're off like the cart, I'm gonna try to like just like call somebody. Like, can somebody please open the fucking boxes? Just like wiggling in more and just seeing, waiting for somebody to try to open this.
So you, an uncomfortably long time, as you guys literally are standing there with nobody in sight, when finally a woman appears wearing almost like a sundress but with thicker fabric. Beautiful, probably in her 50s, but absolutely gorgeous, slender and strong, with black long hair and green eyes. She wears a belt and a pouch with a symbol of the starburst of Cuthbert on the front of her tunic or dress. And she walks out and she's got 2 guards, almost like the mountain from Game of Thrones. One of them is ginormous. The other one still big, but not as tall. So you're looking at a 7-footer and a 6'4". But also you see a couple of attendants. You see a couple of men and women that have stayed back that obviously are her administrators. I'm sorry for the way that we needed to get you into the city, but somebody has obviously set you up. And she just kind of puts her finger like this and points it forward, and the people from inside the front of the building, of the foyer, come out, and they strip you of your bonds, and they open the box. You are all no longer bound and gagged and on the ground. You are all now once again free to move.
As soon as the gag is out of Bertie's mouth, she looks at the woman and says, "A rose has lost its thorn. I ask this in the name of Camden."
And she freezes for a moment, just a brief moment. And you can see she just like nods for a couple seconds. We have lost one of our own then.
We have lost our commander. The island has fallen.
Camden spoke highly of you, all of you, often. His missives to me were nothing but how you are deserving.
Wonderful.
And
What are
you're
we going to
proud.
do to help them?
Do not interrupt me, please. And she says it politely. And there's no menace in her voice.
Yeah. No,
She
Bertie's
didn't
just
say
giving her a
it.
look like, I'm not here to be buttered up. I'm here to get help
Right.
from my commander and get back to
Right.
this island. She's just looking at this woman like, fine, talk, go.
I know you're impatient. But something has happened. We have lost one of our collectors or correctors. And if you did not know, Camden was one of the 12. He was a corrector of Cuthbert, a frontline soldier of the faith. There are never more than 12, and he will be dearly missed. Do you know where his body lies?
We left it like it's a several-day trek back to the body. If it's still even there.
If his
but-
body, if there are remains, his body is in the fortress. It's whatever port that was. Sorry, I don't remember.
And you see her kind of just put her hands to her head, and these headaches have got to go away. She
The
goes,
fortress has fallen. They've been overrun. They're all
Yes.
dead.
go inside, clean up, and I shall see you on the morrow.
I just look
And
at
she
Cal and I'm just
turns-
like,
So she turns and everybody kind of walks back inside. Yet there are two assistants that are at the base of the steps waiting for you to follow them. And you guys notice, like, the temple is not just a temple. There's a courtyard, there's a training area, there looks like there's even barracks where soldiers would be. It's almost like a mini castle inside the castle.
It's been, Cal will sort of say to Bertie, but to all of us, yeah, it's been days since the fortress is overrun. Whatever happened there will keep for another hour while we clean up and give her a chance to process what we've told her. We won't wait till tomorrow, but we'll give her some time.
Right.
It'll keep for an hour or two.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna go walk over to Jerome, and I'm gonna try to punch him in the bollocks.
All
and
right,
I just
roll.
look at Cal and I go, and will Shire wait another hour?
Right. Let's see if I hit
Frederick.
first.
Go punch a wizard with an AC of 11.
As soon as he
Alright.
comes over to me, I want to kick him in the. Well, if he's a bit low down, if he
man.
like
Comes
that's,
the-
yeah, that's literally an 11 hits.
that is my
That's
AC.
So
The
yeah,
1 plus your strength, I think it is.
it's just 1. I have a
So-
0 to strength, so I just kick him
Alright.
in the nuts. And
1.
that
Can I make a reaction
Yes,
against him?
absolutely.
Okay,
Look,
as my
let's
reaction.
strike 2, you son of a bitch. The second time I have to save your fucking ass.
Reaction, I slap him across the face.
All right, roll
Go ahead
d20.
and... All right.
I'm going to use my lucky feet.
God, you must have missed.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
16 AC. I catch the
Damn.
hand and be like, no, this is the last fucking straw. You
Yeah,
break
Arna.
it, it's over.
So
be clear.
Arna-
Not my fucking fault, me, innit?
Arna walks in between you two on her way to the temple. Like, she literally, as you guys are holding hands, she barrels her way in between you, just not even looking at you in the eyes, breaks those hands apart, and with her body kind of pushes you apart, just like a natural thing, and she just walks forward to the temple with
straightens
Birdsong,
himself
Cal,
up.
and Kerjava.
Yeah. He just straightens himself up. Right. Got a little carried away there. Sorry. Shit. But look.
All right, so as you enter the temple,
You want a drink?
as
We
you
all
guys
need a
enter
fucking
the
drink.
temple-
Shit.
Right, let's go get a fucking drink then. Right, you.
All right.
God.
Where's the bar in
Fucking
this
hell.
church?
You guys are.
Why-
What
What
are
are we...
Frederick and Jerome, what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing right now.
We're looking
Are you
for
leaving the
communion
temple?
wine.
Do you have the blood of Saint Cuthbert? Is that something you
Oh,
have
God.
here?
Does it need blessing
something
first, or
All
like,
right, so these
anything we'll do
two,
at this point?
these two ding dongs are yelling like the Three Stooges in the middle of the foyer, while you guys are being led to your rooms. You do notice that there are baths actually in your room. Obviously, they brought you to the better quarters. So Birdsong, Arna, Kerjava, and Cal, you guys are in a room much larger than you ever expected. There is actually hot water in your bath already. And this, you think, could be a good time to just relax a little and kind of rejuvenate your bodies after such a trek. Now, the other two. Are you continuing to yell about alcohol in the foyer?
Yes.
Yes. 1,000% yes.
This is
All
this is Frederick and Jerome's bogus journey. We want some damn alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. So two guard-like folks come out of the temple, and they walk up to each one of you, and they're taller than you. They look a little stronger. The temple of St. Cuthbert demands your reverence. Do not defile our holy place. Speak again and yell and carouse about, and you will be punted from the temple. Do you understand? This is not a place for children.
Right, you, my son. You're going to listen very carefully then. After all the stuff that we've been through the last 3 weeks, me and my compatriot here would rather reverently like to consume some alcohol. If you know where alcohol is, we would gladly wish to be pointed in that direction, and me and him will be reverently leaving the temple quietly, and if you ever call me son again, I will burn your skin off. Do you understand me?
Whoa, Jerome, you're getting that
No.
demonic
I've
thing.
had enough. I've had enough of this, Frederick. The last couple of weeks have been my final straw. I just want to have a nice quiet drink, and that is it, my friend.
He pivots on one foot. The other one pivots as well. They leave, saying nothing more to you. And they go and they actually close the doors of the temple now. And the only way out is through the foyer entrance. The doors have been shut. You can assume that you have been banned from the temple.
That's fine. Frederick, do you want a drink?
You know what? Fine. Let's go. Let's go find a fucking drink.
Frederick,
I'm going to cast.
Let's be reverent and find a drink reverently.
Fine. Would locate object help with?
Sorry, say that one more time. I lost you.
Would locate object be helpful in just trying to find I want to find like a bottle of or a good stock of alcohol if I want just locating.
Well, I mean,
object.
what's the range on that? What's the range on locate object?
It's as long as it's within 1,000 feet of you, the object is in motion. You know the direction of its movement, so just like a shit, good bottles of whiskey. I'm looking to find, just trying to locate.
Yeah,
those.
south of where you are, there's taverns and whatnot.
Yeah, Jerome. We've had some disagreements with the group. Who gives a fuck about the row and St. Cuthbert and all that bullshit with the gods? Let's just sit down, have a drink like normal good men.
I think we should do what all good academic scholars do. I think we should sit down with a nice bottle of whiskey or wine and discuss about gods. Or the lack of them, or the use of them, or something to do with the gods. And the last 3 weeks, because let's be honest, it's been a right bugger of a time.
Yes, it most certainly fucking is, my
friend.
friend.
I think a lot of it has been out of our control.
Indeed.
I think we should go sit down, get a drink, and I think we should drink to those we've lost, drink to those we found, and drink that none of this crap happens again.
Yeah, and hey, you know what? Worst comes to worst, I could probably just be a solo act this time and go back to my performing days, because, man, you guys just get worse every time I come back from the dead.
I'm too old for this crap. Let's just go sit down and have a drink.
Yeah. I'll cast locate objects and try to find some alcohol.
There are more than a few taverns to the so the temple entrance, it was actually, you guys walked around and sit at the north. You guys will walk out and then travel south through the wealthy kind of religious district where all the temples and things are. You'll move through a couple of poor housing districts, but there are definitely more than one tavern you guys can, shake a stick
as
at.
we're walking through the poorer districts, I'm just going to purposefully keep dropping gold. Like, all my gold. I'm dropping 100 gold pieces as I'm walking down that street.
All right. And at first, people don't notice. But now you've got a bunch of kids rolling behind you.
I'm going to turn around and go, listen, my kids, take that gold, give it to your family, give it to your parents, put it towards something good. I want you to get educated. I want you to get out of here. And remember this one key thing, this came from people, not gods. And walk off.
All of that he just said. Stay in school and study the arts. They're good for you. And I'm just following.
And don't do drugs. Drugs lead to a bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
As we're going right into the tavern.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh god.
All right.
Okay.
So,
2 bottles of your finest whiskey and a quiet table, if you would so please.
there's easy. There's an easy, quiet table in the corner, obviously, and so you guys. He brings you over your whiskey and things like that. So you guys are at the Oaken Shaft, is the name of the tavern. And
I give him 5 platinum pieces. Go.
Just speechless. Obviously, just nobody. This is a very strange thing for somebody to come and just start giving away money. So people are looking at you very oddly, very strange. But he kind of bites it, makes sure it's real, and takes it. And 5 platinum, dude, that can pay for probably a whole year's worth of stuff for this guy.
That's fine. My friend, take it, invest it. If you have children, support your children. But right now, take it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And he just walks away. And you guys, and throughout, let's just put it this way. Every single drink that they have is on your table. All the different kinds. You name it, in pitchers and things like that.
Right. I'm going to get out a cup.
Okay.
And I'm going to mix some of the different drinks together into a cocktail. And I'm going to give it to Frederick and go, Frederick, this, my friend, I'm going to prestidigitate the smell of roses off it and go, this is a dirty Camden.
Oh.
This is a dirty Camden.
Swirled it around a little bit, give it a little taste. Huh. Not half bad.
Right.
So
let's drink.
After
Indeed, friend. Chugs the whole thing and it just turned into a party afterwards. I'm just I get well and drunk and I start playing all sorts of songs in the tavern.
At some point I'm going to start having drunken theological conversations with Frederick.
Yeah.
All that sounds great. And about 45 minutes into your drunken rage or whatever you guys doing, the doors of the tavern fly open, and 10 men with the symbol of Greyhawk on their chest and the poster of you and everybody of the Elmshire group, they come in, and all 10 of them surround you with their swords drawn.
What the fuck do you want?
What?
You are under arrest
For what?
for the murder of halflings in Elmshire. Come with us, or you will regret it.
You're talking about the Asmodeus cult, right?
And the one kind of looks sideways and just
Yeah,
kind of
I
puts
think
his
we
head
need more
down.
information, love.
Yeah,
So-
we're cleared of that bullshit, so unless you want to get
Let's-
fucked up by us, by me, and my wizard friend here, I suggest Auf Wiedersehen. Shush, go get the fuck out. This is our...
Roll initiative. It's
All
going
right.
to be 5 on you, Frederick. Well, let me roll it so you can see it. I don't want to.
Okay.
What's your initiative, Frederick?
That's gonna be a natural 1 + 6 for a 7.
7
Yay!
14 for Jerome.
and a 14.
Yeah.
Ugh.
14.
Like serious story shit is happening with the other party members. Where were we just getting fucked up by the cops
Okay, so
again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everybody but one. So 8, 19, 5, 13, and 11. That's for you, Frederick.
Uh-huh.
And then a 15, 3, 15, 2, and a 1 is for Jerome. So 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. All right. They are going to actually attack you with malice, meaning they are trying to hurt you.
All right.
Oh, let me roll it on the thing. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So I'm going to take 6 attacks because they have 2 attacks each.
Mm-hmm.
We'll roll 5 for now. What's your AC? Did you say 14, 16?
Mine is 16.
All right. So
Mine's
only
11.
1, 2, 3, 4. Only okay. So 1 hits there.
1 hits Frederick.
Yeah, 1.
I will
Oh,
use-
natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. What do you want to do? I've got 1, 2, 3 hits on you. 1 with a natural 20.
Shit. So 3 hits, 1 with a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'll take them all, I guess. Or I get.
All right.
I'll use defensive duelist, so it's only 2 attacks.
Okay, say that one more time.
Attacks 1 crit. Defensive duelist, it ups my AC to 20 at least for that 1 attack, but other attacks after that can still hit. So, yeah, the natural 20 obviously hits, and the other 2 still can. So, just roll.
Do
for
the other 2 hit you?
Yes, the 2 regular hit, and so does the crit.
Okay, so with the D, they are swinging long swords at you. And I will roll the double damage, triple damage die out here. It's a 3. So they do 3 times damage on the...
Oh, joy!
Yeah, 3 times damage on... I'm going to roll the first die in Fantasy Ground. This is going to be a D8 plus 3, but only triple the D8, not the plus 3. You got me?
Okay. Gotcha.
All right,
Gotcha.
so
Oh my
you
god.
are going to
that's-
take
that could be bad.
12, 13, 14, 15 points from that. You will then take this plus 3. You'll take 10 more. So what is that a
Okay.
total of 25?
Yeah.
And then you will 35. So you will take
another
35
10?
points of damage.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Just a little over half health.
Yeah. So 35 points to you. And then so you have a 7. So now it's going to be Jerome. I've got 4 attacks coming at you.
Right, you.
What is your AC?
My AC is 11 because I'm a wizard, and I
right,
refuse
here's
to
the
take
first
major armor
2.
on principle.
So one of them hits because he gets a plus 3 to his attack. So only 1 there. And wait, hold on. And then so 1 swing of a D8 and 3. So 3 of them hit you.
All right.
This is going to be 3d8 plus 3. No, it's actually plus 9 because it's all different attacks. So you are going to take 16 points of damage.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Terrible. That's not
For
terrible.
the glass cannon, it's not awful at all.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So
not too bad.
Jerome, It is now your turn.
Oh, look at you.
And let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Since you guys are 3 sheets to the wind here,
Yeah.
do we roll any sort of spell failure or give it a minus for hitting or any of that stuff since you're drunk off your ass, or is it just all straight up?
It's all.
I mean, there aren't any official things about that. Although, if you want to go with their drunk, you could give them the poison condition, which gives them disadvantage on any attack rolls they
Which
make.
we are both immune to.
I mean, I'm resistant.
Well, then you ain't drunk, is you?
We ain't drunk. We're dwarves. We're dwarven belts.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
I'm good. I just wanted to make sure, I want to play by the rules. So you guys have no conditional modifiers other than your just normal ones.
Right.
So what do you got? You have 5 guys in front of you, Jerome.
Look. We've had a really crap couple of weeks, lads. All we want is to have a drink. This is some entire backing plot from the backing military and the backing Cuthbert wankers. All we want to do is have a quiet drink and relax. And all you want to do is arrest and kill us. Well, you know what? Grabbing Frederick's shoulder. Fuck you! And Dimension Door.
Son of a bitch! I was gonna polymorph it into an ape and beat
All
the
right.
shit.
Where are you Dimension Dooring to?
I'm going to Dimension Door back in the alley at an angle. So, you know where that alley was? Where we dropped all the money with the kids?
Yeah.
There.
All right. Okay. So, you guys Dimension Door out. I mean, you got cut up pretty good. So, you're bleeding a little bit. Kind of messed up. There are still kids in the alleyway that are looking at you like, what is this?
Listen,
these guys just appeared.
Do you have somewhere we can hide?
And they run away. they are
ungrateful little
Shit.
Frederick, let's go back to this damn temple.
You now hear bells ringing.
Oh, fuck.
You're goddamn. Fuck.
You guys hear bells ringing.
Can we just not have a day where we can't have a quiet drink without ending in a bloody fight? Fucking
You hear
every damn drink we've tried to have, we've ended up in a fucking fight with fucking people who have fucking gods. Why the goddamn?
All right, so while old man yells at Cloud, we've got footsteps and footsteps and footsteps. And you are hearing many men. I mean, you're probably okay, so you already knew there was 10 inside, and they've kind of spread out and are looking for you. Now you hear and see running in formation about 12 more, 3 rows of 4 running in formation. Frederick, you see him. Jerome, you see him. But they see you as well. But I will let you know, the one that's in formation on the left-hand side looks like a Charlie Badass.
Oh boy. Could we tell how far it was, like, to at least get into the foyer from where we are? Like, how long of a walk it was?
Dude, you guys are in the other half of the city right now.
Frederick.
Yeah.
How many times can you do Dimension Door now?
two options actually. One is I turn you into a bird and we just fly out to some bitch.
Far away.
Or let me see how many times I can do that.
Sometimes there's just not enough rocks.
Oh yeah, I can do that only one time. Yeah, it's quite.
The men
unfortunate.
have spread out now.
Oh,
Okay,
don't you
I've wi-
fucking turn me into a
I've
bird
with
or
crossbows.
something. Let's get the heck out of here.
Five
Okay,
with
you know what? Fuck it.
crossbows.
All right, dimension dooring to as far as like the city exit we can get.
All right. This is what we're gonna do. If this D20 is a 10 or higher, they sent a mage with them in the group. They did. Now-
Quick question.
Yes.
So, my lucky feat
Okay.
says I can. It can be used when something is happening against me. Would you, as the DM, be happy for me to use my last luck point to re-roll that D20 to see if a mage was
Yeah.
actually there?
Absolutely. I'm good with that.
Roll
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Roll one.
All right. So
Please
hold on.
re-roll.
All right. You ready? We will
Yes.
as soon as he disappears. 10 or higher. No mage.
Right. There we go. Lucky.
Get out of here!
So, but there are crossbows and men all around you. What are you trying to do right now?
I'm trying to dimension doors as close or as far past the city exit as we can possibly be.
You mean you're trying to leave Greyhawk completely?
Yes.
I mean, you're not gonna, dude. Greyhawk is like Los Angeles. I mean, it's almost that big. Greyhawk
Right.
is probably the
Correct.
biggest
Right.
city, and it's got walls everywhere. And if you're gonna blindly dimension door in one direction as far as you can go, I want to roll a d20, and if you roll a 19 or 20, bad juju happens.
All right. I will roll
No, let's
that
make
then.
it. Let's make it. Wait, 20 is 5%, right? One of 20. Let's just make it 1 of 20. So if you roll a 20, you're fooked.
Okay, let's roll it.
Bravo.
Well, that's a 4.
Okay.
So we'll,
All right.
Yeah.
So you dimension or but you're in the street. You're not even close to the exit.
yeah, as far as I could use it, so all 500 feet
Yeah.
in whatever direction we
Oh
can
yeah.
go.
Oh for sure. You still hear bells are ringing. And you guys know Greyhawk is well guarded. I mean, this is like the premier city. Think like there's beat cops that walk around, you know what I mean, with lanterns and spears and stuff.
Right.
But it's daylight.
Frederick.
Yes.
And you can bet they're going to send a mage after you soon.
You know what?
What you thinking?
Can you disguise yourself?
You just fucked with the biggest city on the world.
Let me take a look. I do not think. Oh, I can disguise myself. Yes.
Right. I'm going to cast Alter Self on myself.
Oh.
And I'm going to look like
Okay.
Kaladin.
I mean, all right. Out
Right.
of the fire into the frying
Actually,
pan,
no,
Jerome.
no, not Kaladin.
Come
Not
on.
Kaladin.
Wait. Okay, who? Who?
Who?
Camden.
You want it? You?
Okay.
I thought you wanted to turn yourself back into somebody on the wanted poster.
No, that's why I remembered.
So, do I allow you to retcon that statement? Let's see. That is fine. You can turn into Camden.
All right.
I now look like Camden.
Okay.
Right,
What
and-
about you, Frederick?
Oh, so we're just out in the open street, or
Yeah.
are we like shit?
You.
Yeah. I'll lead him over into an alleyway. I'm gonna first shit. Let's see what I can do. All right, I'm gonna roll something out my bag. Let's see what I can get. D8. Come on, something good. for what I wanted to be. Rust Maggot Roost. Yep, Rufus is out, and I'm gonna.
Who's Rufus?
The giant brown bear, and I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to look like a just raggedy circus performer, and I'm just gonna be riding Rufus out to the middle. I'm gonna like just try like grabbing Rufus by his like collar, be like, "So this is the best I can do for the meantime. Hopefully, I'll be laying more food.
Only more for yourself or into our dog or something. We could have walked."
Cal, Birdie, Arna, Kurjava, bells are going off inside the temple. And you guys are getting knocks on your door right now. But you guys, you're in the bath. You're cleaning up. And you have knocks on the door, all of you.
Out of the tub. Toweling off, wrap something around me real quick, answer the door. Yes.
I'll use thaumaturgy to open my door and stay in the bath.
Okay. Her Holiness requests your audience immediately. Please meet us down in the antechamber. Immediately.
All right, well, this can only be a good thing. We've gotten her attention. This can't be bad, right? Here we go. We're going to progress that plot. Let's go.
Yes, no, yep. She looks up, she goes, "I'll be there in 10. I could figure put on armor."
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys all get dressed and whatnot, and you get down there, and Her Holiness is sitting in, a chair, and you notice that, this is like an ornate room where she would probably meet peasants and meet and greet and kiss the ring, what kind of room that is, with all the ornate furniture and things like that. She has a furious look on her face as you all walk forward. There's more than one guard now. There's like 10, and they're all lined up with spears. And Her Holiness speaks to you all. Your friends are running amok in the city.
I would say at this point,
they
not our friends.
they are disparaging the word of Camden. I cannot believe that they would treat this temple and this city this way.
Well, given that the wizard summoned Asmodeus a week ago in a town that we had just finished removing cultists that served him, honestly, I'm not surprised, Bishop.
They spit on Camden's grave. That is what they are doing.
Yeah, Bishop, I got to tell you, I'm with Birdie. At this point, we have a lot to do. And as I said before we left, what was the name of it? Elmshire?
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said before we left Elmshire, there is far too much to do than to be messing about with those who wish to cavort with devils, and otherwise stray from the path.
She slams her left hand down on her chair, and every single guard lifts their spear and slams it on the marble as this loud noise just takes over the hallway, almost as if to say, quiet.
All right.
Your mission lies with me. And as much as I am appreciative of all the work that you have done for us, Rao, and she looks straight at your pendant, your holy symbol, is a friend, is more than welcome. Rao is a friend of Cuthbert and a brother in arms. I would expect that his company would have the reverence and the respect shown while inside the temple of Cuthbert. Yet, they disparage us, they run amok in the city. What have they done? And why would Camden even write such things about them?
All due respect, Your Excellency, things have changed with those two, and I don't disagree with anything that you have said. Our work lies with you. Rao is a brother in arms to St. Cuthbert. Birdie, Arna, Kirjava, and I, we are here to get a job done. Those two can't speak for them. They are their own people. You know how that is.
And they do not speak for us.
You and
Most
Cal,
assuredly not.
you and Cal feel an aura, a slight tingling sensation that your god has put his hand on your back as if to say, well done. It's the first time you really have ever felt this kind of appreciation from your deity. But you know now that this is a righteous place. That this is a place of honor, this is a place of respect. And you hear in your head, Kaladin, do as she says. And nothing else.
Your Excellency, my will is yours to command. Compare me not to those two of formerly of my company. Do with them as you must. But the will of Rao is that I should serve you in this moment. And so I shall.
And you see her face goes from kind of menacing to it calms down a little. And she stands, but still
Didn't even
angry.
have to pull out the fantasy Xanax.
And she stands still. Bring them to me. And she turns and she leaves.
Good luck finding
Really
us.
hoping that we wouldn't have to see them again, but all right, that's fine.
So, how is Arna feeling about having to... What's Arna's alignment?
Oh, I'm sorry. Quick question. Was that
Yeah.
command to me? Or to us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted her people. God
Yep.
damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn you, Rao. I gotta be all the good ones.
Yep. No,
Alright,
she
alright,
commanded
We'll do it.
Birdie, Arna, Kurjava, and Kaladin.
We'll do
And
it.
you felt-
Absolutely.
You felt the order was
Aw.
righteous. You felt it was... Now, what's
Oh,
Arna's
for
alignment?
sure.
I think Arna might just be right in the middle. She's just up for whatever.
Yeah. Well, she's still in
Yeah.
the temple, so I'm going to assume she's going to go with the flow of the other three. All right, so bells are still ringing. There are more men kind of just posting up and stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's now that there was one, there's two. You see the whole city is kind of on lockdown.
No, for heaven's
You know,
sake.
I mean, guys, there are murderers on the street in their eyes. Think about it like that. You're in a city
Yeah.
where these people have slaughtered an entire town, and you noticed, Cal, that one of the guards has slipped you a piece of paper.
All right, I'll take a look.
And as you open it, you see your name, Arna's, Birdsong, and Kurjava's name on a list that says your crimes have been absolved.
Ah, that's useful.
And to show this to any guard that challenges you, and it has their official seal of the Bishop of Cuthbert.
Excellent.
I mean, and the ink is not even dry yet.
Well, I suppose we start with
Yeah.
the nearest bar.
Yep. Yeah. Hey,
That's all I
don't
need is to
cast-
smear that.
Yeah, don't cast fireball.
Sorry, go ahead, Bernie.
Oh, I was
Alright.
just going to say, let's just go look at Cal and go, nearest bar?
I was just gonna say, let's find the shadiest sailor-filled place we can, poke our heads in. If they're not there, I do have locate creature. I thought perhaps a spell to locate them. I thought perhaps we might need some help finding whoever it was we were looking for here in the city, but seems like we'll put it to other use.
What is can you give me what Arna and Kurjava's intelligence is, please?
Arna has an intelligence of 12, so it's a +1.
Okay.
Same with Kajava.
All right. So I mean, they're fairly smart, but not off the walls IQ smart. So okay, what are you guys gonna do?
We're heading to the nearest tavern.
Yeah,
By the way,
I know they're not there, but
there were 3 sets of clothes, brand new ones, that were in your quarters, and new insignias that had Cuthbert's star on it, rather than the 13th. I forgot to tell you. So if you wanted to take those Cuthbert stars and wrap them, or even put the raggedy 13th on and then put the Cuthbert star over it, that was kind of the intended.
Yeah, I think that option. I'm not ready to renounce the 13th yet. Just these two morons.
Birdie, she's not going to put another god's religious symbol on, but she will carry it.
Yeah.
With her.
I don't think that's disrespectful at all, and I think probably the bishop would not think so as well.
Yeah,
she's
understood.
Going, I think the first thing we need to do is the bells are ringing. They're ringing for a reason, and it's not for me and my gal.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's been in my head ever since you said it.
Yeah.
Which means they've caused enough disturbance to alert the citywide. Somebody has an idea of where they've been seen.
That's true.
So let's
head to the case the nearby bars, and I'm sure we'll run into a town guard, town watch along the way. Absolutely.
Yep.
So we'll head down. Probably not to the particular. Like, if the closest bar is very nice, we'll go to the next closest bar because we know them.
Yeah.
We won't go too far afield, though. Really keep an eye out for guards.
Yep.
Oh no! So you guys absolutely see. There's one bar where there's a lot of guards around, and you can see the action is done there. Meaning, there's no action inside or out, but there's definitely, like after a car accident where people are still kind of hanging around, but the cars have been towed away already. That's what this is like. Something happened here. You just don't know what.
Right.
So as we approach, start looking around, seeing if I can see Jerome, Frederick, or anything that would indicate Jerome or Frederick, i.e., not to metagame, but I mean, if I see Camden on the streets, gonna have a pretty good idea that that's
we're
not
gonna
Camden.
know.
And if I see Rufus on the streets, I'm gonna recognize Rufus.
So they're quite a bit of ways from you at this point. They've teleported very far away, but you guys
in the area.
Yeah, so when you poke your head in the bar once, and you see a table with every single drink. I mean, and it looks like maybe even somebody had set up a crate on a table to stand up on and play. You guys kind of figured this is where they were at one point, but they're nowhere to be found, obviously.
Guards around?
Well,
guards are still inside, and one of them eyeballs you, and he kind of looks at a notice, and he eyeballs the guy at the door.
I think you need to show him.
I think I'm going to hurry very quickly over to him before he begins a ruckus. Show him the notice and say, something tells me that we're looking for the same couple of folks.
Follow me, please. Mm-hmm. I don't have the authority. So he just, right outside you see who looks like the captain of this whole platoon, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I know you.
Yeah, I
You're
bet
one
you
of the
do.
Elmshire folks.
Yes, well, about that, and I'll show him the note and say the same thing I said. I think we
Okay.
might be our purposes may meet here. We're looking for the same couple of folks. Any idea where
The
they might have
bishop
got
has
to?
charged us. The bishop has charged us with their apprehension.
And his hand went to his hilt, you saw, like, immediately, but after kind of looking at the paper for, because his hand was kind of out, his hand's on his hilt, but after the explanation, he is, that looks to be the official seal of the bishop herself.
It
Why
is.
So I must ask, have you been absolved because of an act, or did you not commit the act in question?
Misunderstanding. The act that was committed was not, in fact, murder. We don't have time to get into here, but suffice it to say that of all the people you're going to meet today, Birdie and I are the last two who would murder innocents.
Indeed. Well, it's been heard that your two have been casting spells and dimension
shit.
dooring or teleporting and everywhere. This city is on lockdown now. We cannot allow murderers to run free.
Hellfire and damnation.
We didn't even kill nobody. What are you
I
talking about?
killed less people than everyone else.
You can't even hear this.
Not for lack of trying.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I've killed those, but more out of necessity, more just like,
so Bernie.
Remembers Riot surfing a few tidal waves and
So
keeps
Bernie,
going. Yes.
Bernie, Camden, you guys hear more hoofbeats as more knights from Cuthbert come storming down. They each have a horse for you. And they drop off these horses. This will make your search faster. And they bring these horses, and the halfling, your horse is a bit smaller than the rest.
Shetland pony!
Yep.
Shetland
So you have
pony!
But I mean, it looks strong and powerful, but you have a smaller horse. And
I
the
have a
other
Morgan.
three,
Thank you very much.
There you go.
okay,
You're right,
the
you're
other
right.
three, you guys have absolute legit chargers under you.
All right, I'll take
These are well trained, and you can tell they're used to being in a battle around people. Like, they don't even sweat anybody that's around them.
all right.
Let's quarter the city. I imagine we're professionals. We've been together a long time. We know each other. We know how to conduct a search.
Now,
So I'm gonna look at the others. And say, let's start quartering this section of the city. They mentioned spells, which means they've done the poof thing with the dimension door. We've got to
Fantastic
go.
thing.
all right. So
We've
here,
got at least a 500-foot radius to begin with, and then they've had a head start. So let's start quartering this section of the city.
Circus Man, Rufus, and Camden.
Mm-hmm.
If
Wow.
I roll a 19 or higher, somebody saw your transformation.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so nobody did see it.
Okay.
So nobody saw the transformation. So, but you are Camden, Rufus, and a circus freak or whatever you said you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Jerome, I would suggest you try making a little more subtle disguise. Like, we're going to try to just blend our way out of the city. Could I gauge just how far we are from there? Like, at least from, like, just a place that
you're
might...
about a mile from the edge of the city.
Well... Could you make
Frederick
yourself...
not Frederick. Jerome is going to duck into an alley
Okay.
and alter himself again
Okay.
to look like someone no one in the party has seen, i.e., Jerome's father.
Okay. So Jerome turns into Jerome's father.
who is slightly shorter than Jerome, slightly more portly, balding, but very much looks like a fisherman with massive sideburns.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Then offers the brand. Oh, go ahead.
And then he's gonna turn to Frederick. And does alter self alter the voice?
Yes. Nope. Maybe.
Yes, and your voice. Okay. Right. So.
All right. So you duck into an alley and do your best Superman impersonation, taking off your jacket, turning into your elderly father.
Deceased
Frederick.
elderly father.
I'm sorry. Frederick.
Yes.
If any of these are if any of these are 15 or higher, somebody notices a bear walking down the street.
I'm just holding on to his trying to pet him, "Oi, Rufus, just stay here," just trying to keep him calm. Yeah.
No, I'll have to say, as guards start kind of walking around and start doubling up in the streets, I would think a bear is very conspicuous in the middle, walking down places. I'm not sure bears are meant to be in the district that you're in.
Officers, please calm down. This bear is properly trained. I'm just making him try to do tricks, just showing him I have him controlled. See, I trained him myself. He's perfectly normal. He won't eat anybody here. I promise you that.
And he's just confused. You know what I mean? He's just utterly confused. And the guard asks you to stop here. Go get our supervisor. And one of the guards, it's only one dude now. Okay. The other one bails to go somewhere else.
Officer, if you wish to only maintain the bear, that's totally fine. I mean, you can keep him for all I care. He'll be perfectly well. And I'm just gonna slowly back away with the old man of Jerome. So what's the plan here? You got another dimension door that would be really helpful right now.
Yeah, make sure you're keeping track of your spell slots, boys.
Yeah.
So
Jerome's gonna.
Go ahead, Jerome. What are you going to do?
Reach into his pocket and get out something that he wrote a while ago.
Okay.
He's going to reach down to Frederick and go, "Listen here. Here's my letter. You take that. You show that to people. All right?
Okay.
Take it. We're going to be found. We're a bit conspicuous. All right?
Right.
You are my friend."
I go over to Rufus, I get on his back, and I'm just offering a ride to Captain to Jerome.
No, you go.
Okay, so if you guys, you hear screams of stop, because you got on the bear and you're jamming away.
Frederick is
waiting for a hint.
Frederick, right?
I am.
Frederick is. Jerome's not.
So, Birdsong and Cal, Arna, and Kurjava, you hear in the distance screaming.
Oh.
Well, put heels to the horse and as fast as I can safely move through whatever traffic is on the streets.
And I'm having my bear full dash too, without Jerome, just be
yeah.
Your funeral, buddy.
All right, so you're gone. And
the bear's riding towards wherever he can see a wall that indicates an edge of the city.
Yeah. And so you hear, Jerome, by authority of Greyhawk, you are under arrest.
Who, me? Listen here, young man, I'm just... Who do you think you are? That man just stole my coin. He turns up with a bear.
You motherfucker!
Roll persuasion, please.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
That is a 10.
10. Well, while they may believe you, they're still staying in front of you as one of them peels off to go tell another. But, okay, so, Jerome,
Yes.
if I roll a 15 or higher, in comes the mage.
Okay.
No mage. So it's just straight up soldiers.
All right.
But they still have you, and they're telling you to stop.
Listen, my son. I'm not going anywhere. You took my coin. I'm more than happy to comply with you, good guards.
So you hear, "Get the bear," and they leave. They leave.
And I
They
will say,
leave
like,
you
as a-
alone. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, like I'll say with the bear, I believe it does have a climbing speed. Let's just double
For sure.
check.
What are you gonna turn
Yeah.
into King Kong in a second?
I mean, yeah, like he's gonna
Swiping
like
arrows off the top of the tavern.
yeah, he's just gonna be like just galloping from or just like trudging from like rooftop to rooftop with me on there.
Okay.
Oh, my disguise will drop. I do not give a shit. I am running for that exit.
Okay, a horse can run 55 miles an hour, which is cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
What?
It says the bear speed is 40 feet and a climbing speed of 30.
Okay, let's see what is a horse.
A horse can go
movement-
55 miles an hour?
A real horse, yeah. 60 feet. This horse can move 60 feet, but this is just a riding horse. A charger, I'm giving 72.
Oh god.
So, you guys are sprinting. Frederick,
Yeah.
guards. They have you, meaning they're watching you. They can't catch you yet. So what are you doing? You are in a quarter portion of the city, and remember, Greyhawk walls are like 50 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you get to a wall, you're not getting over it, unless there's stairs.
Not even if the bear could climb it.
I don't think a bear can climb a sheer brick wall.
Okay.
How thick are the walls?
Oh, like to withstand, catapults and shit. So I would say 10 feet.
Okay.
All right. And how close are these guards? Like they're just on my tail. Like
They see you. So there's guards on corners. There's guards up top. Kaladin, Birdsong, you guys sprint past, and you see this old dude finally done talking to the guards as the guards leave him. And you see them pointing in the direction of the bear.
Well, we should definitely go ask that old guy what happened.
Indeed. Do you want to talk to the old guy and I'll go after the bear?
Yeah, I'll be right behind you. Something tells me it won't be hard to find.
All right.
Are you taking any backup with you, Birdie? I.e. Arna or Java?
Yeah, I'll take your Java with me.
Okay,
Arna
so
will stay with me then.
Arna and
Arna
Cal.
with Cal.
So, I mean, Greyhawk looks like an ant colony right now. There's people looking outside. What's going on? What's going on? Then there's guards. Not only guards, but there's St. Cuthbert knights rolling around on the street. It's a clusterfuck right now. And Cal, again, you just saw an old person. He just got done talking to the guards. The guards have left.
I was gonna say the guards are gone, right? I can't just talk to them.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they left. Yeah, they are going after the bear. You'll find out why if he tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good sir, I am so sorry. I know you just got done speaking with these guards, but unfortunately I missed my chance to check with them. Can you tell me what happened here?
Oh, of course, my dear boy. The man, dwarf, on the bear. They had me against the wall, and they took my coin. I don't know why but they went off that direction. And
There are a few things about. Go ahead.
I I just want. I don't really care for my coin to come back. I'm scared for the young children of the streets.
All right. Okay. I wasn't gonna say it, but I want to roll insight on this. Bullshit.
I would have given.
I'll give it a minute.
No, I think you should have I believe me. It's part of an investigation.
All right.
If I didn't think it was pertinent, I wouldn't allow it.
also-
But because yeah.
Before I roll it, let me. I will continue the conversation and say. Did you say gnome? No, sorry. Did you say dwarf? You didn't say gnome. Did you say dwarf on a bear, sir?
Yes. Dwarf
Was there anyone else with him?
There was a tall man. Tall man. He was wearing armor. He had what's that symbol of the Saint Cuthbert on him?
All right. And you say the dwarf took your coin?
The dwarf took my coin, yes.
I'll say. Okay.
Interesting.
well,
All right. Well, that's okay. Well, I rolled a 22 on my insight.
You did? Oh,
I
shit.
did.
right
But I
through your
suppose Jerome
bullshit.
should get a deception to go against it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Wow.
Deception. What was your hang on, what was your total?
22.
22.
I did not roll a natural 22. That would have been cheating.
I'm just saying. Oh, you rolled a natural 22?
No, that's not a thing.
Nat 30. That's a nat 30.
Okay, well, I rolled an 18, but there was no way I could have made that check anyway.
All right.
Oh.
An 18's not bad though. So, because I'm like this,
Yeah.
fair enough. There are just certain things about this story that don't sort of add up to me. First of all, I have no idea that Jerome turned into what's his face, so that's very
Exactly.
confusing. And second of
My
all, I have
dad.
no idea why Frederick would want to take your coin, because he's an idiot, but he's not a thief.
What's your Cal? What is your intelligence and wisdom?
Ooh, wisdom is 20, I believe. Intelligence is 11.
Let me see. Is wisdom insight or perception?
Wisdom
Both.
is insight.
Yeah,
And
wisdom
Alright.
is both of those.
All right, Cal. If you roll a 17
no.
or higher,
Oh no.
I will allow. Now I'm talking a 17
Yeah.
on the D20.
Uh-huh.
So So you know what I'm talking about. It's just a straight 17 or higher.
Yep.
I will
Would you like-
allow. Go ahead.
Would you like me to tell Kaladin? Because he says insight, he can get the feelings of the person in front of him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to put a check on my check is this. Because he doesn't know who you are, I'm going to, if he rolls a 17 or higher, I'm going to allow the conversation to continue to investigate you.
Yeah.
As, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that we can
Yeah,
take it out
that's
of our... Okay, so yeah. So you,
Support.
Cal, right now,
Something's
you're not...
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
something's weird. It doesn't make sense, but at the moment, I also wouldn't think to assume that you are in
Exactly.
fact Jerome.
You get it. And Jerome, go ahead and tell him about the insight.
So
What he's feeling.
you get the feeling of a man who is just tired, of a man who is tired of most things. He just wants to have a quiet life now and settle down, and he's just tired of whatever his life is. That is what he's feeling.
All right.
Okay.
So
you got
I think Cal will just say, "Well, I appreciate your help, sir." What was your name?
My name was Robson.
Robson. Well, I do appreciate your help. If I have any questions in the future, we're looking for that dangerous dwarf you see and his companion. If I have any other questions, where might I be able to find you?
I'm staying at the Oaken staff. I got a small room upstairs. I'm looking for my boy.
All right. Thank you again very much, Robeson, for your help.
Cal.
Blessings on you.
Cal
Blessings on you.
D20. Cal D20, 18 or higher.
No.
Okay.
No.
The Oaken staff.
All right. So I'll tear off No.
Okay.
I'll tear off
Oh, wait.
towards the.
One
towards the bear.
second. Nope. I want to. You have roll me 2d20, 18 or higher for Arna.
Oh, okay.
I forgot she was with you.
She is.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that? How did I do that? Are you doing it, Kevin?
I can.
I'll
I
do
can
it.
roll for it.
Oh, will you?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've
So
got it. I know it's not a
another
stat thing, just
d20
flat
for
D20s.
insight.
Just
Alright,
just 2
and-
flat D20s.
Yep.
Okay.
2 flats.
2 flats. One was a 19. One was a 7 plus 5 insight.
Oh.
So
One was a 19.
No, it wasn't insight. They were just.
One was a
19
9.
Yeah.
9 and 7. What I got.
Okay. Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. All right. So
Cool.
I'll tear off after the bear.
Okay.
All right.
So, Jerome, you see who was 2 people that were kind of once your friends. You've deceived them. And, how's Jerome feeling about having to lie to get away from, Kaladin and Arna?
So Jerome is probably feeling. Jerome is feeling. He doesn't feel bad about lying to Kaladin because we've not had any closure on that. And like the last week or so, he's sort of known it's not been right between him and Kaladin. But with Arna, he feels a lot more guilty about lying to. But yeah.
Okay.
And
No, that makes sense.
And lying
Yes,
about
Frederick.
what the fuck I did. I see you just love to just place the blame on the guy trying to save your ass.
Oh yeah. So
That's
let's take our story now back to Birdsong and Kurjava. You guys get there in time to see Frederick. What are you trying to climb at this point? Isn't that what you said you were doing?
Okay, so I'm at the edge of the wall. The guards are pretty much surrounding me, right?
They're not there yet, but because you just hear footsteps running towards you. But you see horses more than people because they're a little taller. So you see Birdsong and Kurjava on these just studly mounts. And they're coming towards you.
Right. I just pet Rufus and be like, listen, I know you don't like these very much, but we're just going to do a quick little change you do, and just we're gonna get us out of here. The bear and the giant eagle.
All right, so
Do I have eyes on them? Do we have eyes on him?
you will have your eyes on them right after he changes.
Okay,
Yeah.
how far away?
You are about 100 feet.
Like as I'm
'Cause there's
while
a-
that's going on. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, imagine if you will, you're in like a neighborhood with some houses, right? But there's a run behind the house where he was like, "Oh crap, I'm going towards the wall," and then he saw that he couldn't scale the wall, and now you see, if I'm not mistaken, you help me out, Frederick. If there's an eagle now flying from
yes.
that spot, a giant eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, give me 2
Yeah,
seconds here.
Yeah, no worries.
Hang on a second. Oh, excellent. All right. So as soon as that happens, I'm going to, without any guidance from Alex, I'm just going to go ahead and play Kijava. She is going to, on her own, change into a wild eagle and go
Okay.
after them. And I am going
Oh.
to cast Speak with Animals at first level, because yay, Oath of the Ancients. And I'm going to call out to Rufus
Oh.
using Speak with Animals, saying, "Return, and you will be safe. This is not of your doing. Bring him back to me."
Okay.
Please.
I think we
And
should
I'm
roll
doing
like
this
a
as-
persuasion.
I will be happy to. And I am doing this as one who speaks for the Fae. So,
Okay.
All right, Frederick, tell me about Rufus right now. What is he doing?
Right now, he's in eagle form, and he's just flying up as far as he can, just trying to get us
Okay.
over the wall. And like the second we're clear, like Sky's just trying to go forward. But
Yeah,
That's
no,
just
this,
doing
that.
I don't think
that's a
you can.
19 persuasion.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What is the written rule on your transformation, folks? Under your command?
Bag of tricks. The creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves, and one action takes on its next turn, or give it general orders. Yeah, like so. I'm giving it the orders to fly us out of there. So I don't know.
Okay.
I could roll for it to just see if he still like.
And as far as
goes-
Rufus knows, I am an ally, a
right,
friendly creature to it.
right,
And I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that the giant eagle is Frederick's, companion, and cannot
Because
be
that was a
compelled.
19. Okay,
Yeah.
Right.
She's
Yeah,
not trying to compel it. She's trying to convince it, and that's a 19
yeah.
persuasion.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's gonna continue to fly high.
So, I'm sorry, Birdie, but the work of the gods here is a bit above my pay grade. So, my business
I
is done
will-
for Camden, and I'll be off.
I'm going to
all
hop
right.
up on Kirjava, try to get within 30 feet of Frederick. As soon as I'm within 30 feet of Frederick, I will cast command. I will cast compelled duel on him.
All right,
Oh.
but let me do this. As Frederick is leaving, one crossbow bolt has a 14. Does it hit?
Myself or the eagle?
The eagle.
The 14, I believe it should hit. I will check the AC. Yes, it does.
All right, so one crossbow bolt flies. I want to say a heavy crossbow is a D6, if I'm not mistaken. And you take 4 points. The eagle takes 4
Okay.
points.
Oh, D10.
So you see.
Heavy crossbow's a D10.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Sorry. That's okay.
You
Hand
just
crossbow.
take
I
4.
figured.
Take 4 anyways. Just do 4.
Okay.
But you see these crossbow bolts go slinging by you, right? What are the speeds of your guys' beast?
Eagle can move 80 feet. So, and I'm just
Yep.
using the full 80 flight speeds, just full the dash. And,
And
All right, so
that
you guys
is-
are both flying at 80
Good job.
feet.
Mhm.
Birdie, you're 100 feet from him in the air. And if you guys are both going 80, I don't see how you're going to be able to get within 30 feet. But, I mean, this could be a situation where you follow them forever, or the two birds get tired and have to stop, and you're going to land 100 feet away from each other.
let me just see how long. It should last an hour, my polymorph.
Yeah, but these eagles...
Kirjava can fly for 4. So if it takes, if Birdie and Kirjava have to wait an hour, we'll track him for an hour, then she will do so. They will do so.
I mean, I figured that would be somehow that's going to come to a conclusion. Is you guys are going to have the face off. So, I mean, Frederick, are you wanting to aerial battle, or are you just because you don't really know her 4-hour limit? Are you just going to try and just go?
I would know her 4-hour limit. Birdie,
No.
Birdie.
Frederick does not.
Oh, Frederick
Okay.
does not. Okay.
He's just trying to run away. He doesn't want to start a fight. So, like, the second he realizes his hour is starting to run out, he's going to try slowly dipping, like, and just getting ready to fly at close to ground level so Rufus can just shift back and then get ready to just run.
Okay. Well, Birdie. Okay, so we're going to play this out, team. And obviously, we're not going to get anywhere near the finale that was supposed to happen today. Maybe we can get in next week would be great. But we're going to play this out. And
Oh my god.
so Frederick,
Yeah.
and just so you guys know, there are knights and guards on horseback that were trying to keep up with both of you. All right? Birdie, it's been an hour, man. Frederick's getting ready to ditch. You see him start to hit the deck.
Again, as soon as she is within 30 feet of Frederick, compelled duel. Kirjava's coming down. And within 30 feet.
Okay, I mean, you got, yeah, I mean, your eagle will easily catch a running Frederick.
Yep.
So
and she's
we're
going to
gonna
land. I need, Frederick would have to make a wisdom saving throw DC 17.
Okay, this is how we're going to play it. We are going to give... we're going to roll initiative. All right, so you two roll.
All right, let's roll it. Ooh, that is only a 5 plus 6, so 11 for Frederick
11
and his
for
biter.
Fred.
19 for Birdie.
Okay.
God damn.
And let me roll Kirjava's real quick here. And Alex, if you're still listening and you want to get in touch with me, let me know. That's a dirty 20 for Alex.
All right. Okay. Birdie, you are playing Alex. So Alex is up. What do you want to do?
Alex is going to land and I think Alex is going to square off with the bear. She doesn't want to hurt Rufus.
Okay.
But she's not going to, she's going to keep Rufus out of this fight.
Okay.
If Rufus attacks her, she'll defend herself, but she wants to keep Rufus out of this fight. She doesn't want Rufus to get hurt.
Okay. All right. So what does Kirjava want to do then?
Kirjava is going to land in front of the bear with wings spread and just block its path.
Okay. One second. Wasn't the bear an eagle?
Yeah, the bear was an eagle the hour passed, and then I had it. It's just still ran the second, like, the polymorph land broke, and then it just kept running on foot.
Gotcha.
So I'm still riding it currently, yeah.
Thank you Thank you for that explanation. So you had polymorphed your bear into an eagle to fly away, and then when the spell wore off, it was still a bear, and now you're riding a bear ground level. Okay.
And Birdie is on the back of Kirjava, who is a giant eagle who will land in front of the bear.
Okay, so you see a giant eagle land, talons kind of, up at first, landing, shoulders hunched, looking right at both of you. Birdie, you're up.
Compelled duel on Frederick, DC 17 wisdom save, please.
All right, make the save.
I have advantage on spells with my mantle of magic, so let's... Oh, so that's a 15 plus 2 for 17. And
all right, that's pass.
Yep, I'm not compelled.
That will pass. Frederick.
Right. That was my bonus action.
Oh, Toppy. Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't. For an action, Moonbeam on Frederick.
Oh,
all right.
All right. What I gotta do?
I believe that's a con save. Let me double check here.
All right. That's not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's a con save, DC 17.
Okay.
All right.
That's advantage. So one more roll. That is a nope. It's only a 14 on the save, so that hits.
All right, Moonbeam.
You and the bear will both take 2d10 radiant damage.
Remember the 35 you took earlier.
Yeah, 2d10 radiant. All right,
so that's 7 radiant.
All right, 7.
42.
And that's 7 radiant damage for both of you.
Oh yeah.
You also cannot shape change.
All right, that's
under this spell.
Fine. All right,
Frederick, you just got hit. You were already kind of messed up from the earlier sword play, and now you've taken a moonbeam from a birdsong that looks like she really doesn't want to be fighting you.
Don't do this. Come back with me. Leave Rufus out of this. I don't want to hurt the bear. We don't want to hurt the bear. Come back.
I'm sorry, Bertie, but after all the shit with the gods and at least getting what Camden requested done, my business is required.
You didn't get what Camden requested done.
We delivered the message.
No.
You're leaving your round to talk, Frederick. What are you going to do? You're talking more than acting. You got to give me something.
Shit. Oh, fuck. I'm just going to cast... Christ.
You cast Summon Christ. Got it.
All right. I'll just cast I'll put my hands up just like as time surrender. Just look, Bertie. I'm trying. I haven't been entirely forthright with you. I've really just been trying to find my gal, and I really signed up for entertainment, sort of a tour of the bards kind of thing. I just wanted to give music, and it'd be a temporary stay, but I just got too comfortable. I died, and you resurrected me multiple times. Just
Alex, what's she doing now? Her turn.
Alex is keeping Rufus from moving. Literally, wings out.
Birdsong, what are you doing?
Come back with me. Now. Just do it.
Begrudgingly.
You hear thunderous hoof beats again.
Well, Frederick, and I'd like to use persuasion, use my bonus action to persuade Frederick to come back with me.
All right.
Ooh, isn't that
you don't have to. He just steps off the horse and just, like, off the bear, just hands up, just, fine. I guess fighting her, Claudia, will be out of my grasp for a while longer than anticipated. Just puts his arms up, ready to get pulled away.
Kaladin, you ride up and see this scene. You ride up and you see the dwarf. Yes, Bertie. Go ahead.
Bertie is putting a gag in Frederick's mouth and tying his hands behind his backs, making sure that the fingers are also bound as well, because she's.
Can you roll me a d20? Roll me a d20, please.
Certainly. 13. Do I get to add anything to that?
Add any kind of skill set that would work. I would say survival, maybe even.
To tie him?
Yeah, something.
Okay, so that makes with survival. That makes it a dirty 20.
Because survival is about ropes and knots and all that kind of stuff as well. So, you bind him tight. He's nicely tight. Cal, you and Arna come storming up, and you see Frederick kind of giving up. Jumped off the bear. He's badly wounded. You guys can see he is shredded. You have less than half your hit points, correct, Fred?
Just about under, yeah.
So
a little bit over half, yeah.
Okay, so you see Bo, but I mean, they've done
not about
47.
To die. He's fine.
47 points, but Arna kind of looks at all of you, and she's disgusted. You can tell this look on her face is she's intimating with just her look that this was supposed to be a team. This was supposed to be a tight-knit family. And yet some of you acted out. And she doesn't feel that anymore. She doesn't feel that family atmosphere, that camaraderie of fighting for each other. And you can tell she's just simply disgusted. And Cal, she nudges your horse, and she just turns it and starts to go back to Greyhawk.
Arna, unfortunately, I know. but we're still short one of us. Birdie, any sign of Jerome or someone else that was with this one?
And just trying to nudge over to the... I'm trying to, like, nudge, like...
I pull his gag out, just like, where's Jerome?
He was the old man that I left behind.
Shit.
Of course he was. And I shoved the gag back in his mouth, and she's actually going to, as carefully as possible, figure how do I get rid of Rufus? And I pull the gag out again. How do you let Rufus go?
He'll be gone by dawn. So that's how the bag works.
Long.
Will he be fine on his own?
He acts as an animal as long as I don't give him commands. Rufus boy, just play while Daddy is going to jail.
Just be a bear.
Go be a yes, okay. Speak with animals. Go be a bear. Rufus. Have fun. Enjoy the honey and the berries.
Go listen to Mommy Bird's song. Daddy's in trouble right now.
Oh,
just go.
Gag back in Frederick. Take Frederick over to Kirjava. Mount him up on Kirjava in front of me, holding on to Frederick.
Right.
And we're going to go back to town.
So, the party minus Jerome, kind of a somber ride back. Who knew that these turn of events was going to just destroy this party of heroes that were at once thought that were going to save Greyhawk? Well, it still could happen. But as you guys ride into town and you go to the temple doors are closed to you. And the guards, you are not welcome here. You are banished. And you see a sign posted to the left of the temple that's supposed to be for like when sacrament or whatever, when the services are. And it's got a dead ass picture of Jerome. Wanted. Dead. That's it.
No or alive. Excellent. Got it. Message received.
Yep.
Not now.
And so we're gonna leave our heroes at the temple gates, wondering what the hell happened.
Oh god!
As I'm wondering what the hell happened.
It happens. Gotta love D&D,
And
man.
oh my god! So we will end it right here, but we do now. This will be up to you guys, but we do have a time slot next Friday we can use to finish this off. But that's up to you. But I'm just going to say, what do you think, Cal?
I was going to say we can discuss that amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's probably a conversation for some. Yeah, but
it is totally fair.
Yeah, so I will say this: thank you so much for watching. And thank you to our new host.
Thank you so much, Bastion.
Thank you, new host. You're so kind.
And you know who I keep forgetting to thank, Cal or Eugenio now. I keep forgetting to thank Asus for sponsoring my studio. So thank you. Thank you, Asus ROG, for powering the studio and everything in it. All the equipment is amazing and it never fails. So thank you so much for that. And I'm just gonna go around the horn here. Let's kind of go quickly so we can get him out of here. But thank you for staying extra with us, Kat. What do you got?
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a Cleric of Cord. That's where you can find me on Twitter. Right now, I don't have a whole lot going on. We're getting into in-between seasons finales, waiting to see what the new schedule is going to break out to. But Tuesdays, you can find me on Mad Bird Streams playing Dina and an all-evil campaign who just took her second level of Warlock and happens to have a thing for a demon lord by the name of Cormanda. Nothing possibly could go wrong. Sorry, she's the exact opposite of Birdie. And a week from tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, one shot on the Grimjack channel, Tales from the Grim doing Aliens. There will be chest bursting. Nice. Yes. So come join us for that. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you for staying, and keep your eyes on the Twitter to see what happens if we're back next Friday. Bye.
Yeah. Philly Fia. You can find her at Twitter at Philly Fia. Thank you. Here we go. Kevin, what do you got?
Hi, I'm Kevin. You can find me at KKudoVA. I'm a voice actor. You can find my posting of usual casting calls or any voice acting roles I've newly grabbed. And yeah, right now I'm not in the best of spots. So did not expect this huge of a turn of this. I guess this is what disagreements and just wanting to grab a drink can lead to. Shame. But yeah, that's where you can find me at. And yeah, just love playing with these guys. I don't have any other streams going on, but yeah, it's everything I got.
All right, Debauchery. She loves to send us these pics where she just freezes. Debauchery. When pics freeze. All right, Tim, what do you got?
Hi. I'm Tim at Alan Moff on all the social interwebs. You can find me tonight, 7 p.m. Central, on Variant Roles as we do the finale of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage series. And we're going against Hallister, Blackcloak. Basically it's what was planned as adventurers, hardened and battle wary, is now going to be basically the Brady Bunch goes meet Uncle Hallister. So that's basically what it's going to sound like. On my Twitter, the pinned tweet at the moment is a casting call for a series of Courts of the Shadow Fae on Variant Roles starting this September. So if you want to go through a social intrigue Fae Shakespearean styled campaign, then check out the pinned tweet. And yeah, that's it, basically.
Oh, Eugenio.
Hey, everybody.
Man.
I'm here. I'm good. Hey, everybody. I'm Eugenio. Sometimes known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands. Let's see. I'm the dungeon master for the actual play podcast, The Last Refuge. We are putting out one more episode next Wednesday, and then we're going to have a 2-week hiatus because we all need a break this summer. And we'll be back with brand new episodes in season 5, which for those of you who don't listen to the show yet will hopefully be a good jumping in point, even if you haven't listened to the first 4 seasons. And that'll start up. I think we're dropping that first episode on August 21st. As Birdie said, as Kat said, we're sort of running up to the end of seasons here. I've got a few more weeks over at the Greyhawk channel on Monday afternoons, a few more weeks on Variant Roles in the evenings on Mondays playing in Ravnica. And then I will probably take a good chunk of the fall off from a heavy streaming schedule because I'm going to be doing the other thing I do with my life and music directing a show out in Portland, Oregon. So if you want to catch me live and on camera, do it in the next 3 or 4 weeks or so because I'll be out for a little while after that. Let's see. Thank you so much, Bastion, for letting us crash your channel and have a place to stream today. Got a couple of things for the channel that we want to talk about. We are sponsored by we are partnering with the Spy Game, and Encounter Roleplay is partnering with the Spy Game, which is a modern 5e role-playing game of international espionage and adventure, presented in a hardback core rulebook brimming with full-color illustrations, missions, villains, and super spies. There are still 13 days left on their Kickstarter, so you can go check them out. Go to Kickstarter.com and search for The Spy Game. As usual, we also want to thank Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice, all the beautiful roles that, I guess you didn't see today because we had all those technical things, but that you normally see on this channel. You can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk. Get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer, and 40k minis for 20% off. And finally, check out our sponsor, Tabletop Loot. They sell incredible dice. We didn't give away any on this show, but the channel does tend to give out Tabletop Loot dice, and they're pretty awesome. So go check out tabletoploot.com.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we certainly want to thank you once again for coming out and watching. I will do my best to see if we can come on next week, but if not, I mean, this was supposed to be the finale, but maybe I should have tried to steer it another way.
D&D happens. You're good.
D&D.
Yeah, I was thinking of just stabbing Jerome in the back with a dagger of death, but I'm not that guy. I like to play it out anyways. But seriously, you guys, thank you so much for being extremely awesome. But we'll talk in a little while. Everybody else, let's just have a good weekend, man. I will see you guys later.
Bye, buddy.